today?
Hello again, everybody.
Oh, Harry! Harry! Oh, yeah, Harry!
You know, there comes a time when you probably ought to stop broadcasting. I probably should have quit about 5 years before I passed.
I think we should have quit about 20 years ago.
What am I accounting? What do I know? Somebody said something, Lenny says, I'll get it. He falls off the back of the stage, takes down a couple of the prop trees we got. Down goes Lenny. I said, boy, what was in that water? Well, it wasn't water. I love Lenny Kitson.
Get through what you got to get through, Scott. We'll come back around to it.
We only deal in truth here.
Oh, my God. What world am I living in? Scott Barter's making me laugh.
Don't you feel a little stupid?
My Chestnut model is only
12.5. extra 2,500 gets you the. Yeah.
This certainly beats the $9.99 blow-up doll I got in my closet right now.
I think that was like $19.99.
Well, you got the half price discount, didn't you? After my wedding. Was a virgin sacrifice?
Not that I recall. We couldn't find one.
And not in Kenosha anyway, right? Go over there this afternoon. Throw your worm in the water. See how that works out.
Throw your worm in the water means something different in Los Angeles.
Well, it means about the same thing here in Kenosha. Wow. Things haven't changed.
Things haven't changed.
Hell of a show. Dead people and perverts and degenerates. Kind of fits right in here.
Yeah. Kenosha Day Weekly Report for November 25th, 1917, blazing over the airwaves.
1917, you blew it already.
1917, right?
Okay.
I've been time traveling.
Oh, okay.
Blazing over the airways, covering all of southeastern Wisconsin and northeastern Illinois from the gigantic WLIP blowtorch here in Kenosha land and streaming worldwide via WLIP.com and the WLIP app. Now, you may be saying to yourself, that doesn't sound like Uncle Scotty, and you are right. This is Elmo. We're doing a little switcheroo this morning. We tried to give Scotty some time off for his birthday week, and that's what we're doing today.
Time out for bad behavior.
And Scotty is here. We managed to wheel him in with a hand truck after this last week, and he's here. So how you doing today, Scott?
Well, I'm doing so far so good, but it seems we have a ways to go yet. 1917.
1917. I've been reading these World War I books. You know, that's kind of.
That was the year I graduated.
Yeah.
1917.
Yeah, I was in the gifted program back then too. You know what I mean? Actually, we are being brought to you this morning by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and the legendary Brat Stop, along with a host of other very fine local businesses. I really appreciate this time off. We had kind of our extravaganza last Sunday at the Boathouse, and I appreciate everybody that showed up. And actually, I was accused of somebody photoshopping that picture that you put up on Facebook with all the guys.
With all the.
And I said, look at that closely, and zero in on Captain Mike. You cannot Photoshop that guy.
No, Jay either. I know.
Oh my God! But my
not his real name.
And my grandsons get kidded at school. A 13-year-old Dylan and 15-year-old Owen go, what are you doing with those characters on a Sunday? And you notice my daughters and granddaughter had nothing to do with that.
No, it's just the guys in that picture. So.
Hey, also joining us this morning, our director of cybersecurity. Oh, that's you. We've done that already.
Yeah.
And it makes 1917 moot.
Hey, there were no computer viruses in 1917.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to pass that one. Oh, here we go. Joining us this morning, our video coordinator, one of Santa's little helpers, Spider Ronnie, the Yuletide camera dude. Joins us too.
I thought today was going to be boring. Started out with a bang.
Also filling in for the vacationing Wacky Wayne, Scott DeLabio is here, taking another chance at testing his job security. Every once in a while, you got to test your talent.
That's right, and this is a perfect place to test it.
You're going to regret this for the rest of your life.
Just don't use this on your resume.
No, okay.
Once again, the Kenosha Today Secret Word Challenge is sponsored by Mike Bjorn's Clothing, located in downtown Kenosha, offering the biggest selection of men's suits in all of southeastern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, starting at only $179, with sizes ranging from 34 short to 48 long, and for only $199 you can get sizes 50 to 60. And in both cases, it includes a shirt, tie, belt, and a pair of socks. You can find them on Facebook or call them at 262-652-0648. And by the way, it is Small Business Saturday. So get down and visit all of these small businesses in downtown Kenosha or anywhere in Kenosha, in the Tri-County area.
You know, they had a new term for Sunday that I had never heard of.
Sunday?
Sofa Sunday.
Oh.
You're supposed to sit on your sofa and browse the web for all the deals for Cyber Monday. That's it. So,
Hey, I told you I was so proud of myself. I get this. I was looking in the one of the ads. I don't want to see the company, and they had this. It was a pots and pans set, $99 on sale for $59. Now, not that I needed pots and pans in being domesticated.
1917?
1970 all over again. And so I go, but this thing, you had to be a doorbuster and you had to go into this place at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I went online because now I'm computer savvy because Elmo has taught me how to turn my computer on, and I actually know what a mouse is used for nowadays.
Right.
So I found this at this major thing. I get it for $59. And because I did this on Thanksgiving, I get another $10 off. Now I'm still $50 to get the free shipping because of the tax puts me about 52 and change, and I get a $20 mail-in rebate. So am I the informed shopper?
You are the smart shopper.
$9.99 all the way down to basically $30, and I never had to leave the comforts of my house.
That's right.
See? Now I got to get a new sofa, but thank you. Anyway, last week's secret word was wishbone. And Tim from Lake Bluff ended up being the big winner. Like I said, time and time again, this show can be sometimes way too intense for some of our listeners. Anyway, the Kenosha State Brain Trust has pre-selected this morning's secret word.
Yes.
And first caller to say that secret word will win $25 gift certificate compliments of Mike Bjorn's clothing. And then coming up after the 10:30 weather break, Kenosha's fastest growing game show sensation, the Lightning Round City in Jeopardy, sponsored by the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. And then after the 11 o'clock break, because we have thought-provoking category, which is written by Elmo.
Scotty's top 10 birthday, which could also go on your Christmas list too. I think I just thought about.
Well,
that.
No, if somebody gives me one of these lists, do I get to put that on there again, or a do-over like?
Well, maybe just I'll give you the list, and you can probably shop. You can shop for that stuff online.
You don't have names listed, do you?
No, there's no names.
Okay, because this could cost me.
The names have been changed to protect the guilty.
Yeah. Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Hi, guys. It's Cindy. How are you?
All right, Cindy.
Morning.
I wanted to wish you a happy birthday, Scott.
Yeah. You're not in the top 10 list, are you?
What's that?
You're not going to be listed in the top 10 list that Elmo's put together.
I don't know. What's the top 10
Well,
list,
we don't know yet. We'll do that at 11.
Well, no, it's
the top
Uncle
10.
Scotty's top 10 birthday wishes before he blew out the candles and they had to summon the fire
Call the fire
department for the partner matters.
Hey, by the way, I got the right address, and I put it in today's mail.
That's great. Thanks a lot, Scott.
I had two different, one was a 08 and one was a 68, and I didn't know which one. So it's in today's mail. You should get it on Monday.
That's great. When was your birthday?
Thursday.
Thanksgiving.
Oh.
It was actually Thursday, last Sunday, the week before Sunday.
Oh, last
We're-
week.
Scott's celebrating birthday week, which some people
I see, because it was only posted 23 hours ago, so I thought it was today.
Oh, well, we don't want to make a big deal out of this.
No.
Especially when
Well,
I'm
yeah.
now 150 years old.
You look good there with your Tremper sweatshirt
Oh,
on.
that deal. That was my cake and eat it, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I don't know. You didn't see, there was one that couldn't have been posted. It was, when you get done cleaning out a turkey,
Yeah.
and what's the first thing you pull out of the thing?
Excuse me?
When you're cleaning out the turkey to get ready to cook,
Oh, yeah.
all right, what do you take out?
The giblets
And
and I don't know, anything that
neck.
doesn't belong there.
the neck.
The neck. Oh, yeah.
And
Well,
That picture may be appearing on Facebook.
That was not a pretty sight. That was.
no, I bet not.
I went to the cake real quick after that.
I bet you did. Yeah, that Thanksgiving, that's a good day to have a birthday.
Well, my mother always said every 7 years we're going to have a turkey, so this happened to be my year.
Why, you're 7 years younger than the other sibling, or?
No.
Oh.
No, follow me, Cindy. No, every 7 years my birthday is on Thanksgiving. See how that goes?
Oh, I see. Every 7 years.
Yeah.
I see.
And,
Well, hope you had a great one, and
Hope I have
I
another
guess
one.
we'll see you at the boathouse one of these days
Yeah.
with my winnings. Now, what was it again? I
It's a
forgot. what I won.
$25 Kenosha Today gift certificate. You get $25 off your tab.
Oh, wow.
Or if
Sounds
we're
like
going to
a
be
good
there,
one.
you can take it off our tab.
Right.
Okay.
Whichever, however works out.
We'll have to check that out.
Yeah, just let us know when you're coming. So
We'll do.
we'll run up a pretty, a substantial
Yeah.
amount. Right.
You
All right.
make me pay a
All right.
75.
Yeah,
All
right.
right. Look. All right. Thanks a lot.
All right, where are we at here? Drama continues. That's even more, comma, 11:30. Oh, you want to say this? At 11:30, what do we have?
What?
What? You say this
I can't see that.
as the brat turns.
Oh, as the brat turns.
And I get to go. Oh, you got the harp going?
I remember that. Here we go.
I've been wanting to do that for. Is that a call for me?
That's a call for you.
Shirley.
Oh, good. Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Happy birthday
Elmo.
to a turkey.
Yeah. Right. Who writes your material?
I'll never tell.
Yeah.
And my turkey turned out very good, that wild turkey. And I had it frozen from a while back, and we had
From
ate
last
part
year?
of it, and now we ate the rest. And oh my gosh, it turned out just beautiful.
Well, the only wild turkey.
nice and tender, and now today I'm making turkey soup.
It was all full of botulism and
No,
organisms.
it wasn't.
Organisms.
Nobody got sick.
1917
Everybody
all over
liked it. I
again.
had all the trimmings, and today I'm making turkey soup.
Yeah. Well.
So you had a good birthday, I hear, right?
Oh yeah, we had a nice crowd. Had some pizza, kids, family, friends, and
It's a very nice event. So.
Very nice event.
Pizza, no turkey on your Thanksgiving, or?
Oh no, I had turkey on Thanksgiving, but I'm talking about on last Sunday. at the
Last
Boathouse.
weekend.
Oh, your party,
That was pizza. I can't afford turkey for all these guys. You said you had wild turkey?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Bottle.
Kind of what we
I
had.
think I had a little bit of that last night.
Yeah.
So.
Some leftovers. We didn't freeze it. We didn't have all these spices. We had lots of leftovers.
Yeah.
Lots of wild turkey.
Yeah, no, that wild turkey. My family just loved it. It was good.
Oh, you've got such a nice family. They're not going to tell you that they all went out and went home and got ptomaine.
No.
Yeah, sitting on the toilet reading Field and
No,
Stream for the next
nobody
week.
got sick at all. My husband shot it, so he loved it.
Well,
For
naturally.
sure, because he got it. And, no, very good. And stuffing and everything, and pumpkin pie and all the trimmings in it. It was a good Thanksgiving.
Okay. Hey, speaking of shooting a deer, there was a picture in the paper today. Remember, because the governor lowered or just abandoned the...
Well, actually, the legislature did
legislature,
that. He just
he signed it.
the thing, so.
A 6-year-old kindergartner took down her first deer.
I saw that.
That's a little, here, baby, here you can take this to show and tell come Monday. Here.
Yeah, that's unreal.
That's a little too young.
Well, no, it's really nothing that has not been going on all along up in northern Wisconsin. They just made it legal. That's really all. That's why they did the bill. So they were taking kids out forever up there. So.
But to me, that's a little too young. But
How old is
who
it?
am I?
Well, at least they'll probably eat it this year and not have to carve it and throw it in a freezer and get all this botulism and micro.
Oh, it did
organisms.
not. Nobody got sick. We all loved it. And my husband got a deer, too. So now we're going to have
good.
venison.
For the next year.
Yeah, for this year. No, it's being processed. We're having sausage and everything. Steaks,
Okay.
chops, hamburger. Oh, venison is very
who's
good.
processing
I
it?
make
Is this the red
spaghetti
panel?
out of it. I just make a ton of stuff out of it. The chops are very
Shirley,
good.
Shirley,
Shirley,
focus, Shirley.
Shirley, you're on the wrong show. You're supposed to do that. I know the other guys were off before us, so you don't have to.
Call them back next week. They'll be delighted to hear from you.
Right.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if any of you deer hunted or not.
Well,
None of you hunt?
no.
Two-legged deers.
Two.
Just women, yeah.
No, that's we don't condone that kind of behavior.
Yeah, right.
Who processed your deer?
Up north somewhere. I don't know who the heck they were. I don't know.
Yeah, they probably don't even have a license.
Oh, yes, they do. They've had it done up at that same place.
Well, you
other
stick with that
years, and
story.
It's
And
always been
Shirley,
very good.
Shirley,
Yes.
this is not your show. Be quiet. When the
Well, you asked me, so
well,
that's-
don't make your answers a lot shorter. Anyway, the DNR is on the line, and they want to talk to you, so they'll be over shortly.
Okay.
All right.
Keep your
Thanks.
Well, I'm
garage
glad
locked.
you had a happy birthday
Yeah.
and many,
Bye-bye.
many more.
Bye-bye.
So I get to listen to you on your show.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Man, she must have been out in the rum chata. She's all
Yeah,
wound
boy,
up,
yeah.
jacked up on wild turkey this morning.
That's right.
Yeah, don't call us. We don't care about deer. I have to give a Secret Santa shout-out. I don't normally do this, but during the week I was into a pharmacy, and I ran into a former librarian at the Kenosha News, Bernice. So I'm giving one Secret Santa to her, and she said she actually listens to this show.
Ooh.
Like, Bernice is, and another longtime friend, community volunteer, Bernadette. And they didn't know each other, but they were standing in line, and they both said they listened to the show. Didn't say they liked it.
Yeah.
So I immediately called 911 and had them carted to the home, just in case. But anyway, thank you, Bernice and Bernadette. That's your Secret Santa shout-out. Hey, some great holiday news. The Kenosha Today, now this is serious stuff. The Kenosha Today show, in conjunction with Charlie V's Kids for Cancer Foundation, is sponsoring our first ever Toy Express. And we're collecting unwrapped toys, new or used. Now, we're not fussy, and we want them to be donated to the Shalom Center at their new location, 4314 39th Avenue here in Kenosha. So we encourage everyone in the Kenosha Today Nation to drop off a toy or toys to any of our sponsors, or simply take it over to the Shalom Center at 4314 39th Avenue. And let's put a lot of smiles on some disadvantaged kids this holiday season. Now, if you got any questions, how you can get on the Toy Express, call me at 262-652-6767, or you can call the Shalom Center directly at 262-658-1713. And remember, you just got to believe. Get on the Toy Express. This is not to be confused with a trolley. This is actually going someplace. And all it costs you is a couple of toys. Hey, and also the Kenosha Today Nation, in conjunction with that, welcomes a new sponsor this morning, Cabin Fever, located, not much, but for those who might have forgotten, tomorrow you can tune in here at noon each and every Sunday, and here at AM 1050 WIP, and listen to the replay of this show. Do you work on Sundays?
Tomorrow I will be, yes.
So you're responsible for this.
I will be,
getting
yes.
a booming across the airways.
Yes.
Or to blame.
I have my fingers crossed that I get it right.
Been a while.
Yeah, been a while. That happens to me every weekend. I cross my fingers at Barter Manor, and it's been a while. Been a long time. And then you can watch the replay of this very finely tuned, professionally produced excuse for a radio show on Time Warner Cable's Channel 14, Tuesdays at 5, Wednesdays at 6, and...
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Right, Spider, you left the Toy Express in there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I didn't tune you out.
Okay.
I was trying to multitask.
Multitask?
Here. Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody can now sign up with the thousands of our fans and listeners who have joined the Kenosha Today Nation, liked us on Facebook. And every Friday afternoon, around 3 p.m., we'll get together for getting silly with Scotty and the rest of the Kenosha Today Brain Trust. We had a heck of a meeting yesterday. We had about 7, 8 people there.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to leave that for go to Friday afternoon Bible study.
Hey, I did run into both our distinguished guests last night, too. So both Samantha Kirkman and Todd
Oh, I
Einstein.
saw. Were they there together?
No, they were at different establishments.
Oh, I was going to say.
Both fine sponsors of the show.
Oh, Pete's Place. I'm sure Todd was in Pete's
Yes,
Place,
yep,
and I
yep.
saw Samantha at the boathouse.
He
And
was enjoying a fish fry down there. So.
good morning on Kenosha Today.
Hello.
Hello, how are you this morning?
Eric, my man.
You know, I got a question. You know, that trolley that pulled up in your studio there, is that Captain Mike driving that trolley?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell, okay, I was going to say, it sounded... I didn't know who was going to be driving that thing around, but I heard the full steam ahead, and I didn't know if we're on the train, the trolley, or the ship. So.
Hey, I saw him, or heard he gave you a ride to Cabin Fever last week, and I was going to ask you, after he hit the building, did you get that all repaired?
No, we're still waiting for the city to put the pole back up. Don't you see the orange barrel out there? He said he was on his way to your birthday party, but I thought that was on a Sunday, not a Saturday.
Hey, and if you get a pole down there, Elmo had promised me a gal we're going to come in and sing me happy birthday. Well, obviously that's not going to happen, but keep the pole because we may have other uses for that.
That's right.
I thought you meant out in front of the bar. We get the pole, and Santa's little helpers can be,
Bingo.
Bingo. There you go. They can be putting it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I just, I heard that ad. I was getting ready here to head down to Cabin Fever, and I heard that the train pull up, and I could have swore it was Captain Mike hanging out the door and yelling all aboard, but I didn't know if he was going to be the one driving the trolley or not.
What we should do, Elmo, we should put together our own promo.
He is an engineer. He is an engineer. I forgot about that.
And I think when we get together, we could take on our phone and do a video of him and have him come in here and use it as a promo.
Sure.
Boy.
Why not? Never mind.
Now, getting him, you're going to have to. You're going to have
He's
to.
He's a real captain, train captain.
Well, yeah. A lot of the stuff we do here, people can think we make it up.
Oh, hell no. I mean, heck no. Nothing's made up here. Come on.
All right, here's the plan. We're going to get Captain to do the, we'll just prop him up like a weekend at Bernie's. But it's your responsibility, Eric, to teach him the phrase, all aboard. Now, this could take some time. Yeah. You think you can teach him that?
Well, yeah, after, we need a bottle of wild turkey, but after that, it's all downhill from there.
Oh, boy.
Well, yeah.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Eric, what time does your place open up today?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, okay.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 11.
Okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3. So I'm going to head down there here pretty soon, next 5 or 10 minutes, and start getting things. I was thinking about it too. With all the animals that are, looking around the bar in there, we need to get a beaver in there.
We got one. We got one. I'll get it down to you.
Oh, okay, that sounds good.
Tomorrow.
Well, yeah, if you guys can stop down for a drink today, I'll be there till 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock.
Do you serve soda in Sprite spritz it or whatever they call it? Spritzers.
You're like, why? You want a Shirley Temple or something?
Yeah. I'm turning over a new leaf.
Too, if you want a cherry in there, I can throw it.
No, you're the guy, man. That's what we like in a sponsor. Go all out. All right, Eric.
Oh man. Talk to you later.
All right,
Have a
thanks.
good one.
All right.
Hey, that's going to turn out pretty good. Yeah, I got to get Benny the Beaver down there and put him on display. Because, when they remodeled that, they do have, I made light of calling it, the roadkill capital of the world. But if you go in there, they have all of these mounted moose and deer heads and little squirrels. And it's quite a museum. And Cabin Fever.
Yep.
That's the name, Cabin Fever, Spider.
I haven't been in there.
It's a Northwoods kind of place there.
Yeah. And then before we go to news, the state sees rise in roadkill carcasses. This is apparently the mating season hits high gear among a swelling Wisconsin deer herd, escalating number of roadkill carcasses. Now, there were some, when Wayne gets back, he was disappointed because October was roadkill month here in the Tri-County area, but he was disappointed. But now it opens up again. There's the holiday roadkill season. And with this on 47th Avenue where I live, there was some great possum this week. And but see, that's controlled by Summers. They just kind of let it, rot. But I don't know if the state contracted with somebody to pick up these deer, and in the contract says it can't be there longer than 2 days. If one of my deer hunting friends knows, if let's just say a guy passes by, can you take that and gut it and take it home? If it's fresh, I don't know.
See why not?
I'm not sure, but my sister, this is in Illinois, 'cause she lived down there, and she hit a deer. Actually, it was right on the Edens Expressway. It ran across all the lanes of traffic and jumped over the median wall and came down right in front of her car. She hit it, and it got lodged underneath the car. And the cops came along and says, what do you want to do with the deer? And she said, well, what?
Throwing it, put it.
You hit it, it's yours.
Put it on the hood. Put an apple in its mouth. You know, that causes a lot of traffic. I can hear the screeching of tires and the honking of horns. I hear that in front of Barter Manor every night, but we don't have any deer. That must be for a different reason. Possums. Yeah. Once I get my security system rolling now, if that ever happens.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. How much we got? Who's on the weather today?
Who's on?
Worcestershire.
Yeah,
Worcestershire sauce.
He's on the weather.
Then
We got a 2-minute break here.
2-minute break, and then we get back. We'll have a little City in Jeopardy. And this is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the November 25th edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report on birthday extravaganzas.
I noticed you left the year out of that.
Oh, yeah, the numbers are getting a little bit piling up here. Coming to you live from Studio A here at AM 1050 WLIP, spreading the love here at Campy Face on this...
Campy Face?
That's short for Camp Happy Face. Campy Face.
Spreading the love here at Camp Happy Face. Man, the wild turkey.
Wild turkey, that's what I was thinking.
Bringing you gas trolleys, stray cats, backyard beavers, and saving the Kenosha State Nation from all the perils of the world and do over Kenosha. Why do you guys get such a kick and laugh out of because of I made an error? Is that some kind of amusement to you all?
Yes.
We do that when anybody makes an error. Come on, it's not just you.
Okay. God forbid you end up as toxic waste in Lincoln Park. We don't care about that. Again, we invite you to join the thousands of fans who already signed up and liked us on Facebook. And you can just feel the warmth here. And visit us on the web at KenoshaToday.com. We are brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and the legendary Brat Stop, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. Joining us this morning, our director of Do Over Kenosha, Elmo Schneider's here.
Good morning.
Spider Ronnie, the Yuletide camera dude.
Good morning.
I'd like to see you in like little red stretch pants with like pointy
an
shoes.
Elf suit.
Elf suit.
An elf suit. Or Spider on in an elf suit.
Maybe make it nice and tight so your pants will stay up.
That's kind of scary. That makes you want to stay in your house and lock your doors.
And also Scott DeLabio filling in for Wacky Wayne, who's traveling over the river and through the woods to his in-laws. Have we heard from him? Have you heard from him?
I have not heard from him.
You know, I was thinking sending a young, impressionable kid like that up north to visit your in-laws can be pretty traumatic.
Yep. And it's not his first trip.
For the in-laws or for
especially when there's nothing to do up there but
drink.
Woods and alcohol.
What do you do? We drink.
I guess where he's going, you got Walt's Gas and Puke on the corner of Main and Hooker Boulevard. So maybe we should have gone with him.
Yeah.
I wonder what the price of a lady of the evening goes for in the corner of Main and Hooker Boulevard.
Depends on whether they have teeth or not.
That's Big Bertha, Bertie, or the Burster. A couple of weeks ago, we celebrated, I don't know if you know this, Scott, our 4th anniversary here at WLIP.
4 years.
Don't say it like that. Hey, but the deal was, now this is a rumor. I don't know if I started this or what, but because of that, I heard John Perry's taking a part-time job as a greeter up there at the North Pole.
Oh, really?
And still no word to my knowledge if he's going to return. So I guess he's working on a Christmas promo of disclaimers for this show. And also, no one in the first half hour has won this morning's Secret Word Challenge, sponsored by Mike Bjorn's Clothing. And again, if any of our callers mention the secret word, you get a $25 gift certificate. Compliments of Mike Bjorn's Clothing, located in downtown Kenosha. And by the way, this is Small Business Saturday. Offering the largest selection of men's suits starting at $179 with sizes ranging from 34 short all the way up to size 48 long. And for only $199, you can get sizes 50 to 60. In both cases, it includes a shirt, tie, belt, and a pair of socks. Also, this show is being recorded, right? We are recording this for training purposes.
Last I checked, anyways.
Oh, well, training purposes. So we can replay this tomorrow at noon right here on AM 1050. And if there's any words that have to be blipped out or are inappropriate, you do that?
Yes.
And upcoming litigation, you'll be joining Perry at the North Pole.
I know people. I know people.
You know people. Yeah. Special thanks to my good friend Elmo. You can find the Kenosha Today Show 365 days, 24/7 up on YouTube. Now we are
not quite up to date.
Not quite.
Got it in
Spider.
his pants.
He's got it in his pants?
It's firmly ensconced in my pants. So that's.
He's downloading. Or importing, either way.
Let's not stay
This
there.
is why we don't give him a microphone. Downloading. After the 11 o'clock break, this week's top 10 thought-provoking category, almost, which is, written by Elmo, which is...
Uncle Scotty's top 10 birthday wishes.
Now, you know, wishes do have a tendency to come true. Is there a remote possibility that any of these could come true?
Oh, yeah,
and if so, am I going to face charges?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Good morning on Kenosha today.
Good morning, Scotty. Happy birthday. It's Captain Mike here.
Captain Mike, hey, I'm glad you called. I don't know, have you been hanging on our every word this morning?
Absolutely. I fell a few times, but I've been basically hanging on. Yeah, man.
We are going to, and if you heard about our Toy Express, we're going to collect all the toys and give them to the Shalom Center. You can drop them off. But Scott put together a promo. It was really from the Polar Express. But we are going to use the same thing. We want you to do a promo for us.
Well, it's got to be a union shop, you know. You got to go. You can't just do it.
We all have underwear that's from the union
sure.
shop.
We
all wearing union underwear.
I don't care, you know.
We're all wearing union underwear. Do you wear union
suit.
underwear? now here's.
No.
Now we're going to record this maybe tomorrow morning. If you're going to be down there, and now you got about 24 hours. Here's your line. All aboard. You think you can handle that?
Aboard all.
No.
Abort.
Not abort.
Abort.
I
Abort
knew
everyone.
this was going to be way too complicated. You say all aboard, and then we will put the audio behind it.
Is the secret word roadkill?
That's two words.
How about?
No, that's not multiple choice. What was? It's not it.
I got to go, Scotty, because I can hardly hear you. My loud phone broke, and I'm on the other phone. I can't hear you very well.
Well, okay. Well, we'll see you tomorrow, and we're going to put this promo together.
Put some pants on, Captain.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a union shop.
I'm in, man. I got an engineer's hat, too. So.
Oh, that'll make great for a radio show. Wear the hat.
Okay. Take it easy.
Yeah, all right.
Happy birthday.
Bye. Man. The light's on, but nobody's home over there, huh? Right. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Good morning. I hope this isn't live.
Oh, it
you
sure
are
is.
on the air, yes.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Okay. Well, this is Chris Henshaw, and I'm actually a Kenosha resident. Okay. And I don't know who was just talking, but I chose to listen to the program on my way to work.
Okay.
And the comment that was made by one of you, and it might have been Scott, I'm not sure, about it depends how much does a woman on this corner of so-and-so charge, and it depends on if she has teeth, is not acceptable.
Okay.
And I was just told to listen to this program. I really enjoy it, having been born and raised in Kenosha and just coming back to the area. And I am not appreciative of that comment, even though I was never one of those women.
Okay. All right.
And I'd appreciate it if you would not do it again.
Okay, Elmo, you got that?
I won't do it again.
Thank
Problem
you.
solved.
Have a good day.
Yeah. You've been called to task.
That's not the first time.
See? Let him host the show and he goes.
Well, I mean, all I can say is, this is kind of what we do here, and I guess it wasn't. She didn't like it. I guess she didn't like it, and I feel bad.
It's kind of an old joke about deer hunting season, actually, with guys going up north. That's all it was.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so we got called to task. It happens a couple times an hour. Not the first time, but okay. So that's her opinion.
That's her opinion.
Yep.
That's it.
It's one of these first-time callers, last-time listener.
Yep.
And now, boys and girls, it's time to play Kenosha's fastest-growing game show sensation, the lightning round of City and Jeopardy, sponsored by the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. And to be eligible, no one from your household could have won any contest on WLIP within the last 60 days. We will now clear the phone lines. And I'm going to read the question, which is a very sophisticated, intelligent, multiple-choice question. And you will then get 3 somewhat intellectual answers to choose from. After that, you'll hear the ding. Oh, this is mine.
Hey, you got the dinger this week.
First caller to correctly answer the question wins a Kenosha State $25 gift certificate to the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, located at 4917 7th Avenue here in Kenosha. Open Monday through Friday at 11 a.m., featuring weekly lunch and dinner specials. Enjoy a beautiful waterfront view and stop in for their big Saturday and Sunday morning breakfast and Bloody Mary specials beginning at 7 a.m. until noon. And if you're planning a party or a banquet, they have great places for funeral luncheons. Call Joyce at 262-654-9922, or you can find them on the web at theboathousekenosha.com. The phone lines are clear. Elmo's going to read this since I'm taking the next minute or so off.
Okay, here we go. Cue the music, please. What was the highlight of Black Friday here in Kenosha? A, the introduction of 100 new orange construction barrels downtown on 6th Avenue. B, Santa encouraging kids to throw their toys away and go sell flowers on the trolley.
Seems fair.
And C, the official opening of the holiday stocking season.
262-694-1050. You got to love it. The first caller. Read it again, Elmo.
What was the highlight of Black Friday here in Kenosha? A, the introduction of 100 new construction barrels downtown on 6th Avenue. B, Santa encouraging kids to throw their toys away and go sell flowers on the trolley. Or C, the official opening of the holiday stocking season.
We have a caller. Take the first one. Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Hi, I vote for C, the stockings.
Okay, just a second. Who are we talking to?
Carol Vandenberg.
Oh, Carol. Is
From
that with
Kenosha.
Is that a C?
It's C, Carol in Vandenberg.
Okay. Okay. B-U-R-G?
E-R-G.
E-R-G. I had 50-50 chance. Okay. So you figured this out. What was the highlight of Black Friday here in Kenosha? And you took C.
The stockings.
The holiday stocking
season.
Yep.
That's the one you take?
Yep.
Hey, that's a correct answer.
Hey!
Woohoo! Whoa, Carol. Woohoo! Do you listen to this dribble often?
Only when I'm down here in Kenosha.
Where are you from?
I have a house up north in Packwaukee.
Where's that?
Packwaukee.
It's out a little bit southwest of Montello.
Okay, that's my next question. Montello's up.
How about a little bit north of Portage?
Oh,
Okay.
Yep.
This is all in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was only a C student in geography.
North of Madison.
Oh, okay, now we're talking. Are you a Packer fan?
No.
Oh. Well, what can you be from up there? Vikings?
Pardon?
What's your favorite sport team?
Vikings.
Oh, geez, I wish I'd have said that. Anyway, but that's
Sorry,
okay.
guys.
We don't care. So you're just coming down to visit us today?
No, I have a home here and a home there.
Okay, which do you prefer Kenosha better than?
Apparently not.
Oh boy, that's a biggie. It's quieter up there.
Yeah, but we have more. Do you have a show up there called what's the name of this place you live in?
Packwaukee.
Hackwalkie. Do you have a radio show called Hackwalkie Today?
No.
See, we're one up on
The
them.
closest things are Madison, trust me.
Do you have a trolley system in Hackwalkie?
No.
Well, then why don't you move down here permanently, Carol?
Hey, do they have internet in Packwaukee?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, they do. Well, you can stream our show
Yeah.
on WLIP.com, so you don't have to miss us if you're not in town.
So anyway, Carol,
I don't have internet here. The only thing I have is a radio, so I put it on 1050 when I get here, and it stays there all the time.
Well, God love you. Well, Carol, today you get to brag because you've just been named the smartest person in Kenosha for today.
That's great.
Not sure what's going to happen when you go back to Hackwalkie or Packwaukee, wherever.
Yeah, I bet you're going to go look it up now.
Well, is there a need to? What's the population of this Packwaukee?
In the winter, about 300. In the summer, a couple thousand.
Oh, tourist attraction. What's the big attraction?
Yeah, it's a sportsman's paradise.
Oh, what is it, fishing?
It's right on the Fox River up there, and there's a lot of hunting and fishing.
I just got the official from Spider Ron here. It's 2,574?
As of 2000 census.
As of the 2000 census.
Yeah,
17
years.
years.
That's how many are there in the summer.
Census.
Yeah. So are you retired, Carol, or?
Yes, from Chrysler, American Motors.
Okay. So now the next question is, you won $25, and I'm going to, off the air, Scott here is going to get your address. I don't know if you want me to
Okay.
send it to Kenosha or we'll give
Yes,
it.
Kenosha's fine. I'm here for a while.
All right. Are you going to spend the holidays down here?
Yeah, I've still got my daughter lives in Racine, so we come down here to spend Thanksgiving and everything.
Oh, yeah? Have
So-
a nice Thanksgiving,
Very
did you?
Oh, yes, we did.
So now you get it's going to be a $25 gift certificate to the boathouse. You know where that is?
Yep, I sure do.
Okay. Well, do you have a boathouse up in Hatchwaukee or whatever the name?
Hatchwaukee.
Got the attention span
no,
of a
we don't
gnat.
even have
don't
a restaurant in town.
Huh?
We don't have a restaurant. We don't have a gas station.
Well, what do you?
We got 5 bars and 3 churches. That's about it.
5 bars and 3
I gotta
churches.
check this place out.
Yeah. Add to the census. Come summertime, add 4.
Okay.
Well, where do you
we got
stay?
room.
Do you have to stay in the woods up there, or do you have a hotel?
No, I have a home.
No.
Oh, you
Carol,
mean when somebody comes
for
visit?
tourists.
Yeah, for tourists like us.
Yeah, I don't know where they all stay.
You have a campground?
Oh, you just offered your home. I thought that was an invitation.
Yeah, there's
we'll be there.
there's several campgrounds. There's some cabins. There's all kinds of things.
I'm not
but
into camping anymore.
that's when the whole 2000 hit during hunting and stuff like that. Otherwise, they all have weekend retreats.
That's what they call them, weekend retreats. Well, you could actually give us your address up there, and then we'll just come stay at your place.
Okay, we'll think about that.
We've already
I'll
given
make
a
sure
thought.
it's when I'm in,
Wait a
when
minute,
I'm in Florida
Carol.
over Christmas.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Carol, just a second. Let me. I'm going to have as you say, you thinking about it. You get 1 vote. Show of hands here. All the hands are up. I guess so. I guess it's unanimous. We're there.
Okay. Come right after Christmas.
Yeah, you ain't going to be there, are you?
Right, I'll be in Florida.
Hey, so you're from Hatchwaukee. Hatchwaukee, and now you're
Like
Kenosha. Now
Packer.
where are you going to Florida?
We're going down to St. Cloud and then over to Venice.
Sounds like
Inglewood.
you're one step ahead of the law. Somebody chasing you? Are you wanted?
No, got 2 sons down there.
Okay. Well, Carol, thanks for calling. You've been a real sport. And off the air here, Scott's going to get your address, and we'll get this out to you on Monday.
All righty, thank you.
All right, thanks for playing. And while he's doing that, the Kenosha State talking about this. And we got chastised this morning. It makes us feel at home.
Yep.
So, Elmo, you owe somebody.
You know, we're waiting for you to get your birthday spanking, and it looks. I got it instead.
Well,
so.
Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. How do you like that for special effects there, Mr. Engineer? Hey,
Hard to top that.
Hey, the Pleasant Prairie Mini Maker Fair is having a cardboard boat regatta. When is this?
Today.
Today. Oh, beginning at noon. And I thought we should have kept the sea scum from winter. We shouldn't have winterized it so quick. And we could have entered this, because that's about all that was left of it was cardboard. We could have been a big hit.
Hey, you still got the steering wheel, right?
Yeah. Well, I think we got to have we can put it on a cardboard and float it out there.
That's right.
Hey, we could be in Winters. What else we got here? We talked about the roadkill system. You posted something on Pringles came out with a roast turkey. This is what I had on Thanksgiving. Pringles.
You posted that on Facebook too, didn't you?
Yeah. And I got to tell you something. For those in the Kenosha Today Nation, you take a roast turkey can of Pringles with a couple of 4-ounce turkey fillets, man, and you dump a bunch of gravy on there. It don't get much better than that.
That's right.
Good eating. Good eats.
Little wild turkey on the side.
A little wild turkey on the side. Hope I don't get in trouble for that. This is good. Speaking of Thanksgiving, this was an article about during the holidays. You know, like you go over to Uncle Harry's, and usually you take about 2-3 hours to eat, but because of the political climate these days, those events are ending about 45 minutes to an hour quicker because people get very heated between Republican the debates and Democrats, and so usually by after a couple hours you've had a couple beverages, some wine or something, and these conversations get a little intense. I've seen guys at the production meetings not our guys, but other guys get a little upset about, well, you guys voted for Trump, and, well, okay, what are you going to do? He's there. And, well, we could have voted for Hillary, but thank God she's somewhere else. But
not in jail yet.
Not in jail yet. Well, anyway, we had that, and what did we have here? This is a local woman out in Summers arrested after fighting over a ham. Elmo, you want to take care of this? Have you read this? Because I haven't followed this.
Well, apparently her roommate, this gentleman, heard some noise in the kitchen in the middle of the night and thought the dog was getting into the trash again, and came down there, and his roommate was feasting on his ham that he had there. So, they got into a little altercation.
Did you hear, Ronnie? Ham it. Yeah, ham it. Yeah, we hate that when that happens.
So I'm calling on the village board in Summers. We need a ham ordinance out there.
Oh, don't we ever?
To regulate taking of other people's ham, and I think the board out got to get right on that thing. So.
That is so bad. And when former Alderman Kevin Matheson runs for the Summers board, that could be a big issue.
The ham ordinance.
The ham
that's
ordinance.
Right there. Yep. So.
And I'm surprised Kenosha doesn't have one, because we'd
have got an ordinance for everything else.
This speaking of dogs, this was a study. What do you say?
He goes, speaking of dogs, they go, were we?
Well, yeah, he was talking about
the dog getting into the trash.
Dog getting in the trash.
Okay.
See, Ronnie, focus.
It was his girlfriend. Oh.
Dog ownership correlates with lower rates of mortality and some fatal diseases. Now, you got this. This was a study in the journal Scientific Reports found that canine ownership was associated with lower risk of CVD. Oh, I guess we're going to have to cut
We got
this
1
off.
minute, yes.
1 minute.
Well.
Do you want to start or a little tease there?
Oh, let's tease them.
Tease?
Let's
tease.
We'll just bring this audience back, and if you want to call us and chastise, so you have to be 262-694. If you want to call and make a complaint, actually, Helen Waite is the head of our complaint department.
Right,
so if you have a complaint,
go to Helen
Waite. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the November 25th edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report, broadcasting live from Studio A here at AM 1050 WIP on your radio dial. Being brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and the legendary Brat Stop, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. Taking serious journalism to an all-time high, reporting on local stories, state stories, and spanning the globe. See, we just talked to that gal from Packwaukee.
Geography lessons, too, here.
Boy, who would have known? Who cares? Keeping it real, spreading the love. We were just trying to spread the love, spreading the holiday cheer here, and Elmo got chastised. And
you son of
I guess, what do you say?
Son of a...
Speaking of holiday cheer, joining us here, Director of Cybersecurity, the head engineer of Do Over Kenosha. We're going to talk about that this half hour. One of Santa's most devoted little helpers, Humbug Elmo, is here with his sophomore holiday humor.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah. Now, don't you feel just a little bit embarrassed that you got called to task this morning?
No.
You don't care? You don't care?
Hey, if you're...
So we do here. I mean, if it didn't get blipped out, what's the difference?
Yep, that's it.
That wasn't even close to being blipped out.
Nope.
Was it? Okay. Sophomore holiday humor.
That's right. Deer hunting humor.
Deer hunting humor. Also with us, as he is every Saturday morning, our video coordinator, spreading the Yuletide spirit, Spider Ronnie, the camera dude is here at Camp Happy Face. I heard you ran in the turkey run on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Little problems there with the old britches, did you?
Yep, as usual.
Don't you think you might want to train for this instead of just running one time a year, 2 miles?
Every year I do, just once a year.
I told you got to get some spandex and duct tape them to your waist.
Yep.
There's got to be an ordinance almost against that. When you're running in a turkey race and your pants fall down on the ground, pants on the ground, pants on the ground, there's got to be.
It wasn't that bad, but yeah, I had problems.
Yeah, well, so what did we learn from this, boys and girls?
Nothing.
Filling in for Wacky Wayne, who claims that he is up north visiting with his in-laws. I know better where well, the other one didn't get us trouble. You know where he is? He's out getting my birthday present at that adult bookstore.
Uh-oh.
And he was out there at one of those doorbuster sales, getting 50% off. And how do I know he was out there?
How do you know he was out there?
You ask? I saw him at 3 a.m. And now the Lord wept. And for those who haven't signed on to like us on the Kenosha Today Facebook page, better get on with that. See the most interesting post. There's one that just went up that I'm not really proud of. I don't know where. Elmo.
I think the page got hacked. I think that's
Yeah, we don't know where that came from. So if you aren't on our Facebook page, that there ain't pretty. But anyway, the secret word challenge to win a $25 gift certificate from Mike Buren's Clothing, offering the largest selection of men's suits anywhere on the planet, starting at only $179. Sizes ranging from 34 short to 48 long, and for only $199, sizes 50 to 60, and in both cases it includes a shirt, tie, belt, and a pair of socks. So if you guys want to impress your sweetheart this holiday season, get it over to Mike Buren's Clothing, because it is Small Business Saturday, or you can call them at 262-652-0648, and now we have today's top 10, which I don't have any idea what this is, because this was Elmo's deal.
Uncle Scotty's top 10 birthday wishes.
Hit it.
Ready, Scott?
I'm ready to dinger.
Number 10, a personalized reserved downtown Kenosha parking space. Number 9, a full-time dedicated bartender for Amen Corner.
Ding.
Number 8, ding, a fur-lined, rhinestone-encrusted leg monitor with matching handcuffs and shock collar. Number 7, ding, a thrill ride at over 100 miles an hour around the Washington Park Velodrome.
Wait, you can do that again. You had me so memorized with the leg monitor thing.
Okay.
All right, go that.
Number 7, a thrill ride at 100 miles an hour around the Washington Park Velodrome and Anthony Kennedy's taxi.
Whoa.
Number 6, a vintage, ding, 1974 edition of Hugh Hefner's Little Black Book. Number 5, Al Franken's Hands. Number 4, recovery of the SSC scum from Davy Jones' dumpster. Number 3, a downtown Kenosha tree planter for the Parkway at Barter Manor. Number 2, the Kenosha City Hall ice rink filled with Long Island iced teas and a really big straw. Number 1 is a federally issued WLIP Raised Meisner Broadcaster of the Month merit badge.
Give me that. Ray Meisner, Broadcaster of the Month, huh? Boy, these are. I am touched. I'm brought to tears. You
need some dinger lessons, though.
Yeah, just, 4 years is the first time they actually put the dinger over on me, Scott, and so I mean, I was.
That's usually Ron's job, isn't it?
No, the Elmo's job.
Oh, Elmo's been doing it? Okay.
No.
I'm a professional dingling here.
So I was off I didn't have my A game on, as opposed to some schmuck running one time a year and losing his pants on 6th Avenue. That's perfectly okay. I think there's a phone call.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That you see when the little red light goes
on? I forgot.
You didn't bring your A game either.
No.
Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Well, happy birthday, Uncle Scotty.
Father
Marco, right?
Yeah. Nice to hear you. Hey, Elmo's going to be gone next week. He's singing in choir. And if you heard earlier, he got called to task, so he's going to be spending some time in your place.
I'm on probation.
He's on probation. He's going to be spending time in the church corner and saying
Amen corner.
Amen corner and Hail Marys. You better give him some.
With one of those pointy hats on.
Yeah.
Yep.
The dunce hats.
The dunce hats.
I think I'm going to have to go to confession this afternoon.
Yeah. At Amen corner.
I don't want to hear that one. I'd have to bleach my ears.
And it might take the better part of a week.
I heard that you're doing the collection for the toys at Cabin Fever.
Well, you can drop them off anywhere, or you can drop them off
anywhere. Is Barter Manor the collection point for the adult toys again this year?
Right. No.
That's the gift that keeps on giving, Father. Now,
explain. You do that before.
Now, explain now. You are just kidding, because some people take this kind of serious and think next thing I'll have every blow-up town in the Tri-County area sitting over in my front yard.
You'll be up at 7 Mile Fair selling them, along with $20 shoes.
Yeah.
Beetle boots.
Wow.
Inside joke.
Yeah, right. That's still fun. Yeah.
Along with me next week, I'm going to be bringing a new weather girl too.
Really? Does she have a name?
Wonder Woman, the Weather Girl. Yeah, she's quite the.
How many?
You'll like her.
How many states has she wanted in?
I think probably only 2.
Is Wisconsin one of them?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Can you fill her with helium?
No.
See, a man of the cloth, Father Marcus calls, and now you take the thing down to the gutter.
I've been kicked out. I was in the Vatican, and I found out I was not documented properly, and they obviously it's not a sanctuary city because they kicked me out.
Well, what kind of documents do you got to have? You want us to sign something official? I'm a notary, I can notarize your documents.
We can print one up on the internet and you sign it, and I'll be good as gold.
Yeah, you'll be back there with Pope. What's the guy's name?
Francis.
Charlie. You'll be back there. You'll be back there drinking wine with the boys in no time.
Yeah, I'll be waiting for the white smoke or the whatever, the white or the green smoke, whatever it is.
Yeah, that brings up a good question. When you're at the boathouse and you're coming into the parking lot, and you see white smoke coming out of the chimney. What does that mean? The drinks are half price, or?
No, Shirley's been there lately.
Yeah.
She's back in the kitchen.
And when you get black smoke, it's time I'm out of there. I'm gone.
You see white smoke coming out of Shirley's garage.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, now you're going to fit. Elmo's got to do this seriousness. He's going to be in the choir. Let him promote this. You're the GMM.
I will be. MGV Harmonia, German Male Chorus, will be singing at the big festival down at the museums next Saturday.
See, you're not such a bad guy. You're not a pervert.
No.
You're singing at the museum, and you're singing with a bunch of nice guys.
German Christmas music.
My God.
Will be at the civil...
Is that a contest, or is that just a performance?
No, it's a performance.
It's a performance. It's a contest to get out of there.
No, we will be at the Civil War Museum at 11 o'clock in the morning, and then at the General Public Museum next door to that at 2:30 in the afternoon. And the choir will also be selling their fabulous food that they make at the International Holiday Festival there. So come down and have a brat and some sauerkraut.
While he's busy doing that, you're going to come in and fill in with him, right?
Right. By 2 o'clock in the morning, though, I think they'll probably be singing in the Kenosha County Jail.
Oh, these are... No. Well, these are good guys.
It is known that we do happen to go to a couple watering holes in town after we're done at the museum, and sing a few more tunes there. So.
Now, when you come next week, I hope you're going to bring your A game.
I don't have an A game. I think I'll have to go out and look for one.
I know where they got them on sale, 50% off. It's out by I-94. And don't bring a potty mouth. I've been chastised once this week, and I don't want to. I'm going to go through the holiday season with smiles and lots of Yuletide and
Well, is Wacky Wayne going to be there next week too?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Scott's already got.
Finger. He's pretty quick on the button.
Provided he survives the weekend.
Scott DeLabio's already got his car warmed up and back in the parking lot. Now he says now. Well, we might have to have a production meeting somewhere along the week here, Father, to put our thoughts together. What we're going to talk about.
Yeah, we can do that. Maybe I'll get the weather girl to come and meet you then.
Is this a bona fide, or are you just pulling my leg?
No, I'm not. No, I think she'll fit real nice. She's a really good lady.
But she's nice.
Well, I mean, she's not good. She's not that good. I mean, she doesn't behave herself all the time.
Well,
so she'll fit
her.
Right in.
Describe her looks. How would you, in 1 to 10, what would you say?
Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Wonder Woman.
The original.
Are we sure? Are we sure we want to bring her in here?
The Carter.
Father, hello.
I've been debating that myself. I was like, depends on what side of the table she sits on.
Well, she's sitting next to you. I mean, I got to concentrate. I got to concentrate. Okay, Father, I got another call to take, so I'm leaving it up to you. Talk to you this week.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Hey, Scott.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm here talking with Pat, and I couldn't remember. What's the name you guys call the squirrel?
Schnaps the squirrel.
Schnaps the squirrel, and what about the moose head?
It was actually the cabin fever. Turn your radio down a little bit.
Okay, turn radio on. I will.
You got to turn
Okay.
it off. Yep.
This is Eric from Cabin Fever, which is located at 8249 South Sheridan Road. See how we brought this. Cabin Fever is home to Benny the Backyard Beaver's Roadkill Museum, featuring all of Benny's boyhood heroes. Miranda T. Moose, and the T's for
Miranda T. Moose.
The Leaker Lion.
The Liquor Lion.
Leaker.
Nick, what did you
Liquor
say?
Lion
Leaker.
Oh, Leaguer. I thought you said that. Never mind.
You're worse than Captain
Hey,
Mike.
you guys, I heard you getting in trouble earlier. That late. I was driving to work when I heard that very nice lady call and put you in your place.
Yeah, thank God she was talking
Shame
to
on
Elmo.
you.
Yep.
It was.
Hey, did you just say the F word?
No!
No, I thought you said F an animal.
No.
We don't say words like that.
No. Anyways,
You know, now that I don't drink in the morning with Captain Mike, my comments with you guys have been very tame.
thank you.
That's unfortunate.
It's called Leaker, Leaker.
Leaker
Lion, and
Lion.
Schnaps the Squirrel.
Schnaps the squirrel. What about the crow?
Well, we tried to cut it down. I don't know. We'll have to come up with a name for the crow.
And you got the boar, the wild boar, too. And we even got one of those, what do you call them, a jackalope, the rabbit with the antlers?
Okay. Wait.
Hey, you guys gotta start doing your job here.
Oh, geez, here, 2 chastises in one day is too much for me. Hey, Captain Mike,
right.
we're going to do this promo with him. He called in, and his line is all aboard, and we're going to have trouble with him. I can see this.
I could hear this morning while he was talking to you guys, he was having trouble.
I know. He's
He said, aboard all.
Yeah. Well, that's what it said. Anyway, anybody wants to donate toys, you can take them over and join the Toy Express. You can donate toy for disadvantaged children either directly to the Shalom Center or to Cabin Fever, 8249 South Sheridan Road. And you are going to, for every 2 toys, you're going to give them a complimentary beer and a rail drink.
And I was saying, you know, I'm not going to be picky. They don't have to bring 2 toys, but don't be cheap. It's for a good cause. Just bring a good toy in and, you know, I'll buy you a beer or something, you know, a drink. Just got to be nice. It's a good cause. It's for kids, you know.
Now, the big stuffed, do we have, we could have to really top this place off. We can get Captain Mike and stuff him and put him on the wall.
Hey, we don't want to scare
We don't have to
people
stuff him.
away.
He's already stuffed.
Yeah, with a loaded shotgun in it there.
Oh, man, you guys are thinking now.
Oh,
well, and what's it? Is Benny the Beaver?
I've got that. I'm going to bring that down tomorrow.
You're going to bring them down tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, after I'll come have breakfast with you guys at the boathouse or over there, and after that maybe we'll come over here if you want to. And there will be free food every Sunday. You know, I put free food out for football. Not just the Packers, even though I do prefer Packer fans over other fans, but, you know, all day long for football, there's always something good out to eat. So.
And the way the Packers and the Bears been playing, that stuff's pretty hard to digest these days, I suppose, right?
It's always been hard to digest watching the Bears play football.
So all you Chicago fans, pack in the Cabin Fever.
Hey, we're in Wisconsin.
We already
It's
got
called
one-
Kenosha
one
today,
call.
not Chicago today.
Yeah, the phones are like going to light up with Bear fans now. But
Hey, and if Elvis is in the building, David, because I know you're usually listening, Dave. I've been waiting. I've been trying to get a hold of you a couple of times. I know you're busy, but I want David to come down and talk to me too down here at Cabin Fever when he gets a chance.
All right.
You know, David Kirby.
okay, all right. I got to run. I got
Okay,
another
guys.
call. All right, Eric, thanks.
Yo, have a good one.
All right,
bye.
bye-bye. Good morning, you're in Kenosha today.
Hi, Scott. Cindy again.
Yeah?
I was just wondering, do you need anybody to volunteer and wrap some of those toys up?
No, they're going to be unwrapped.
Oh, okay. All right.
And the reason
Well-
is everybody wants to
They need to
inspect
be
them and
age
so we know
age
yeah.
appropriate for who
Yeah.
they're going to give the stuff to.
I see.
No,
Okay. And that's the cabin on Sheridan, you said?
Cabin Fever, yes. It's 82...
49 Sheridan Road.
8249 Sheridan Road. It's on the
Right.
east side of the road.
Yeah. Gotcha, guys. Thanks
All right,
a lot. I'll
thanks.
be bringing something in.
All right.
All right, very
see?
nice.
Okay.
See,
Bye-bye.
we are all about warm and fuzzy and trying to help the community. Give, as the do-gooders say, we give back.
That's right, yep.
Give back to the
Pay
community.
forward.
Aim forward. We are, we have good intentions. Here's a good.
You know what that road's paved with?
Yeah, good intentions. Yeah. Now you better get ready to blip them out.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a great sponsor, KRS Painting Corporation. Special
birthday once again.
Yeah, thanks, Dennis. Hey, now verify to the listeners in the Kenosha Nation that was a legitimate picture, because I just got another thing. Somebody's questioning the legitimacy of that picture.
No one should ever question the legitimacy of anything that comes from the Kenosha Today
There you
Show.
go, Dennis. Thanks for backing me up, right?
Now, I understand you had a guy that had a problem with the turkey trot, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Captain Ron.
Captain Spider Ron here.
Well, I would invite him next year out to the Waterford area. I believe it's in August. They have something. It's a nighttime 5K. They call it the full moon 5K race, and he would fit right in with that.
He'll be training already. The full moon.
I also understand that the captain got into a little situation.
What's that?
Well, I heard he had a date the other night, and that she actually took him home to her place, and they were up in the bedroom.
Easy, Dennis. I've already been called on once.
No, you won't get chastised or bleeped for this.
Okay, we don't care if we do, but
So he was up in her bedroom for a few minutes. He asked if he could use her washroom, so he went in there a few minutes before she came in, and then she came in there, and they got a little amorous, and he said, "Captain, will you take off my skirt?" And he said, "Okay." And she said, "Captain, will you take off my blouse?" And he said, "Sure." So she said, "Captain, will you take off my shoes?" And he said, "Okay." He said, "Captain, will you take off my nylons?" He said, "Sure." He said, "Captain, will you take off my underwear?"
Dennis.
He said, "Yeah."
Dennis.
So she said, "Now, Captain, if I ever catch you wearing my clothes again, I'm going to beat the heck out of you."
Okay, that ended up a lot better in the direction I thought it was going. Thank you very much. Boy, I was starting to sweat, and Scott's got his fingers on the button, just right there.
No. I would never sully the waters of the Kenosha Today Show.
Mm-hmm. We have other people that
what's
do
your
that.
What's your definition of sully the waters?
Well, putting the sea scum as a launch, maybe.
Oh, that ship has sailed. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
upon.
yeah.
That's been winterized for.
Got mashed into a dumpster. That was.
Hey, you know what
amazing.
you can do for us out in the Waterford area is get some toys for the Kenosha State Toy Express.
Okay, I'll see. I'll see what we can do about that. I know I've already picked a ornament off of our giving tree that we have at our parish here, but I'll come into Kenosha and drop some either at the cabin or.
All right, at the.
And now you've got your own beaver, so that's great.
I don't want you to steal the toys. All right, Dennis, I got another call, but get me some toys.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Take it easy.
Boy, we dodged the bullet there, huh? Good morning.
Dennis, I got enough.
You're on Kenosha Today.
It's Captain Mike again, Scotty. Tell Dennis it was really, really funny, but I sure do miss that under. It was very nice underwear.
This just goes from bad to worse, doesn't it?
Yeah. Hey, I got to go because I can hardly hear this phone. I broke my other one that works.
Didn't you
better
give
than
us
this
that
one, but
excuse the last time?
It's true, though.
Yeah, are you on Uber call right now? Uber
No,
alert?
I can't because that cell phone broke. I got to go to the store in a little while. This one's a Magic Jack, and I can't get the volume up, so I can hardly hear you.
Oh, Ronnie, don't go there. Oh, boy, that's why we don't give him a microphone. Okay, Father or Captain.
Oh, my underwear back.
Yeah, get your
Okay.
underwear back.
I'll talk to you, Scott.
Yeah.
See you later. Goodbye.
Scott's all like, never again.
Time for weather yet?
Never again.
I'm going
I
to go
forgot
back.
how much fun this was.
1917, huh?
This is Scott's finger.
Yeah.
It's shaking over the dust
Right over the button.
Trembling. Well, Wacky Wayne comes back. So how was it? Oh, not bad.
Have fun with it.
Uneventful, yeah. But before we go to the break, for our last weather break, great holiday news. In all seriousness, the Kenosha Today Show, in conjunction with Charlie V's Kids for Cancer Foundation, is sponsoring our first ever Toy Express, collecting unwrapped toys, new or used, because we're not fussy. to be donated to the Shalom Center at their new location, 4314 39th Avenue here in Kenosha. And we encourage everyone in the Kenosha State Nation to drop off at least a couple toys to any of our, you can put them to your sponsors. I'll go pick them up or take them over to the Shalom Center, again, 4314 39th Avenue. And let's try to put a lot of smiles on some disadvantaged kids this holiday season. And if you have any questions, you can get on the Toy Express. Call me at 262-652-6767, or you can call the Shalom Center directly, 262-658-1713. Remember, you got it? Captain Mike can do better than Tom Hanks. All right, we got to work on that.
Yep.
This I can do after we get back. Elmo, this you got to be commended. This top 10 birthday wishes. Why would I personalize reserved downtown Kenosha parking space? We're going to talk about that when we're about the debacle of this. I just can't believe that this whole 6th Avenue and the parking spaces and now they got the planting boxes. I'm gonna deal with that in that's about what they're gonna end up to. And let's see, a dedicated bartender at Amen Corner. Now that's just not for me. I mean, no. I'd like to share my good fortunes with everybody.
They are getting better, though, I have to say.
Yeah.
That they're paying
a fur-lined, rhinestone-encrusted leg monitor with matching handcuffs and collar. Is that just to keep me out of trouble, or is that just for Barter Manor only?
It's just for Barter Manor.
Does this include batteries or some assembly required in this deal?
Yeah. No, it plugs right in. We need a 220 service to be able to power that thing.
220, huh?
I don't know if I could get
three-phase
into Anthony Kennedy's taxi going 100 miles an hour on the Washington Park. I better let him try that for a little bit. I'll stand up on the hill and go, Anthony, go, Anthony. You know, last week when we did that thing about the airport joke, if he calls in, he says he was going to gently fall from of the sky on 6,000 feet while he bails. I want to see that. I paid big time money to see Anthony Kennedy falling gently from the sky.
Yep.
Well, preferably with a parachute, but that's optional. And Hugh Hefner's little black book. Where do you think Hef got his book from?
It was compiled it over the years.
No, he got it from me. Me and Hef were tight. One more call before.
Okay.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha Today.
Good morning. Irish Ruth here. Do you think it would be possible for you to put a box at the restaurant at the Metro train station, Choo Choo Charlie's? It would be such a convenience to hop on the train, drop something off, not have to go to other locations throughout Lake County, the Shalom Center and Cabin Fever.
Maybe talk to Mr. Carmichael about that.
I'll have to talk to Mr. Carmichael. If you can get there and somehow just get them over.
I could leave it with What's the cutoff date for your
20? We're not going to have a show on the 23rd. Our intention is, the 22nd then. Actually, you can bring toys over there all the time, but we're going to make the big splash on Saturday, the 23rd, because we are not going to be in the studio on the 23rd. We're going to take a week off.
Really? So you're going to be where on the 22nd or 23rd? Where?
Well, our plan is to go over at we haven't decided a time. We'll probably know that in the next week. To go to the Shalom Center. So that'd be the ideal thing to do is bring them to the Shalom Center, and we'll figure out whether it's going to be 11 or noon, and we'll try to get a Santa over there. And
well, the problem is that the trains. Okay, the train leaves at 11:50 from Waukegan, arrives at 12:15. So it's really difficult to get there that early in the morning.
Call me next week. Call me next week, and I'll get you a time. Is it only one train?
There's one that leaves at 7:55 in the morning, but there's no way to get to the train station that early in the morning.
All right.
So I've always had to take a cab, and it's always very expensive. But getting to the Metro at that Waukegan station.
I could have Captain Mike pick you up.
Pick up for an Uber. Yeah.
Captain Mike pick you up.
Yeah, I have a 3-wheeler bicycle. Captain Mike, we could be in the Christmas parade.
Oh, that sounds like a great, warm and fuzzy holiday plan to me, boy. We'll volunteer our guy. He's up.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to figure out what your next location site is.
Okay.
And getting something there.
All right,
okay?
I'll figure something out for you.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See? People are calling in. Now we got to go back to the what do we go? Oh, the weather. For
weather.
2 more minutes, and then we get back.
2-minute break.
What do we have? Do we have another call?
We do.
Let's take it.
Take a quick one.
Yeah. Right. Last call before we take a break. Good morning, on Kenosha today.
Nope. Change your mind.
I hate it when. Is that done?
Yep.
Might be something wrong with that. I'll look at it over the break. We'll see.
Well,
you want
it's
to try
blinking.
it again?
Yeah. Good morning, you're on Kenosha today.
No.
All right.
Nope.
All right, we'll be back in 2 minutes. Kenosha Today Weekly Report coming to you live and streaming worldwide here on AM 1050 WIP.
It's a lie!
What is he taking over there? I heard him. He's coming back. He goes, in
Too much coffee.
1917, I took a little trip. Being brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and the legendary Brat Stop, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. This morning's cast of characters, Elmo Schneider.
Good morning.
From the galaxy called Spiderdome, where he goes over the river and through the woods. Our Yuletide video coordinator, Spider Ryan, the camera dude. And also, if you happen to miss our Saturday show, wait a minute, I forgot. Mr. DeLavio. Here.
Well, thank you.
I forgot. Sorry.
Never again.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Never again. I ain't going to Never Land. Also, if you happen to miss our Saturday show, you can tune in AM 1050 WIP tomorrow, noon on Sunday, and listen to the replay of this morning's broadcast. And don't forget to join the Kenosha State Nation. Like us on Facebook. Status, the secret word challenge to... Find him on Facebook or call him at 262-652-0648. Emma, you want to give a hint on this?
Kind of describes both me and Uncle Scotty today.
Oh, boy.
In deep doo-doo. Doo-doo.
You're on my whammo.
And now, boys and girls, it's time for this week's edition of As the Brat Turns. High five, singers and doofuses. Coming to us live from the beer garden in the world famous and legendary Brat Stop, along with a host, located on the northwest corner of highways 50 and 994 here in Kenosha. Open at 8 a.m. 7 days a week, 365 days a year, serving breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between. For more information on what's going on at the Brat, call them 262-857-2011 as the Brat turns like the sands in the hourglass in the days of our lives. This week, high five goes to the Honorable John Antaranium, the mayor of Kenosha, who strayed from political tradition and instead of pardoning some dopey, defenseless Thanksgiving turkey, he instead gave a full pardon to a Kenosha trolley driver. This act of political incorrectness comes at a time when this country is all wrapped up in sex scandals, political infighting, and our professional sports teams sucking to no end. So for those of us here in the Kenosha State Nation, we welcome this bit of fake news. However, the pardoning of a Kenosha trolley driver didn't come without controversy. After almost 2 decades of our trolley going to nowhere, the competition for Kenosha's highest honor was nearly, get this, derailed as there weren't any drivers who could actually still remember the route. So to Mayor Antaranium, we salute you, we applaud your creativity for not only pardoning a Kenosha trolley driver, but adding gravy from the Lincoln Park Lagoon and giblets from the old Chrysler site. Now the Lord wept. This week's zinger, as they say, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. This week's zinger goes to the Kenosha Public Works Department. Again, for even think of trying to plant trees along 6th Avenue at this time of year. We say poppycock. Meanwhile, just a block to the north, city workers are busy installing an ice rink. Now, if I recall from my youthful, carefree days in the playgrounds of Forest Park School back in 1917, you don't plant trees or flowers when the temperatures are below freezing. Now, that concept may work well in Shirley's garage with grow lights, but forget the crying. The Lord is saying this is beyond stupid. God bless us one and all.
Yeah, let's see if they grow.
Well, I can't believe we're going to talk about this, and if you got a call us 262-694-1050. However, this week's doofus, the Republican Party, in trying to deal with the Roy Moore situation for the Alabama Senate seat coming up on December 12th. Now, here's how this could play out. 1, Moore withdraws from the race. 2, Alabama changes its election day. 3, Moore wins and the Senate GOP kicks his ass out. Or former Alderman Kevin Matheson moves to Alabama and wins as a write-in, thus allowing him to put indoor plumbing without having a permit from the state of Alabama. The ideal situation would be that Alabama legalizes stalking. The Kenosha alderman from the 4th District moves to Alabama as his running mate, and who needs ethics committees?
That's
And there you have it, folks. That's the broad turns for this Saturday, November 25th, 2017. I'm Scotty Barter, and I approve this message.
I'd make a comment about the Roy Moore situation, but I've already been chastised once today. So.
Well, hey, let's go for the duel. Go ahead.
No, I won't.
Oh, okay. Well, with that, then I better read a sponsor by the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, 4917 D. Mr. Double D. You got a twin brother named D, so it'd be the double D's.
You want the phone call?
Yeah, I guess
okay.
So. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Hey, Scott, I'm calling back in. I want to take a shot at the secret word.
Okay.
Well, knowing what you guys did last week regarding the secret word for Thanksgiving, and with almost clue, I'm going to take a guess. Is it leftovers?
Isn't it? No. No, it's not. It's not. That's not it, Dennis.
Okay.
So every week you seem to call in, and you you take a shot at the secret word, and so you lost again. So how do you go through life in Waterford being considered a loser? With your head hanging low, or what is?
Well, there's a silver lining to that someone much more deserving than myself has an opportunity to win.
Hey, Captain Mike called back, and he loved your.
I heard him.
He was glad to get his underwear back.
You know, he wanted me to take a ride with him last week from your little gathering to Silver Lake, but I couldn't go there and come back.
What was he doing out there?
He was meeting a friend at some.
There's a benefit out there.
Someplace.
Oh, that's right.
That's scary.
Well, that's scary. Yeah. Hey, Captain Mike, can you run me out to Silver Lake?
Well, he didn't even know that the actual name changed to Salem Lake.
Yep.
That's our boy.
He's still living in 1917.
Yeah. All aboard. We'll see how he does. We're going to do this promo probably over this weekend, and we're going to see how well he does with all aboard.
Is he going to wear his old uniform?
Yeah, he said he's got his hat.
Yeah, he said he's got his hat.
All right.
This is the same hat he wore when he left Chicago, and it was, he had the, what do you call it? What's the thing that he drove? The engine.
A train. A train.
No, yeah, he was the engine, and unfortunately, they left the other 10 cars with 300 people back at the station. He's going to wear that hat. So. All right.
Well, he must have been a heck of an engineer.
Oh, he was.
He was.
And he'd go that West Coast route, and he was Pocahontas' first boyfriend, first love.
Well, let me tell you something. I worked for a company, security for Metro, for 4 years after I retired, and it can be a really hairy job. It really can.
Yep.
Well, here's what I don't know if hairy's scary, but as a trained engineer, he had the ability to marry people, and he looked it up. He showed me that there's
like
a law.
Ship's captain.
Yeah, like a ship's captain. So if they're going out there, and looks like they're going to get attacked by the Indians, these people would want to get married. Like who's the guy that Custer? He didn't do very well out there, did he? He had some problems. So anyway, he had the ability to marry people. Can you imagine getting married by Captain Mike? wearing a little something off the shoulder and strapless?
Well, as long as he doesn't practice the rule of prima noctur, like in the movie Braveheart.
Prima noctur. Keep your hand on the button. What is? You do that here, and you're gonna clean it up yourself. What's prima noctur?
You don't remember that from Braveheart?
No, I don't watch.
When Edward the Longshanks said that the problem with Scotland is there's too many Scots, so the lord of the manor got to any of his serfs that got married.
I'll wait for the book to come out. Thanks, Dennis. All right, I got another call. Thanks, Dennis.
All right, take it easy.
Can this only be Captain Mike again?
That got married. I'll wait for the book to come out. Thanks, Dennis.
Good morning on Kenosha Today. Turn your radio down a little bit. All right, who's this?
Captain Mike Scott.
I knew
Three calls.
A three-peat.
Yeah, it's in the old books. It says a conductor though, but I was a qualified conductor too.
Qualified.
I was that first, and I was an engineer later.
What'd you have to do to get qualified?
Got to show the right underwear, man.
We're gonna have to start.
You got to go to school and blah blah blah. You know.
Is that where you went to school at blah blah blah? Tech?
I did. How about you? Yeah.
Were you on scholarship or something?
Oh, they just automatically get so many years in as a brakeman. Then they said, West Chicago, there's a school, there's a little railroad yard there.
So, let's be honest, it's by default. You just happen to be there.
You take a test.
And
then when you're an engineer, kind of the same thing. You take the same test, but then you take a mechanical test too, in case the locomotive screws up.
Or doesn't get attached to the engine.
Right.
Well, it's supposed to say attached.
Hey, I can keep you on as long as we're talking about something intelligent here, and then I'll let you go. Hey, when you were dating Pocahontas, without getting into too much detail, how'd that work out?
Well, she was just called Honest before I met her. I really can hardly hear you, though. In this phone, you can probably hear me, but I can't hear you very well.
Well, then why you keep calling?
Well, Dennis, he baits me all the time, man. And tell him I want my underwear back, man.
Okay. All right, now you're limited now. Three calls. We got about 11 minutes. Don't call me. Hey, I'll give you one shot. One shot. This is what you and I have in common for the secret word.
Yep.
Booze?
You're both what?
We're both
Booze?
what? No.
Booze?
We are both. Nah, you don't know. You're done. Okay. Stick a fork in him. He's done.
Okay, bye.
Don't take that number again.
I got it. Put it on the permanent list, or
no,
just for us today.
Someday we'll have to have Captain Mike tell a story about the cops chasing him up a telephone pole. That's a good one. So.
Oh boy.
In Chicago.
When I take the day off and you take it without me being in here,
yep.
You can do that. Oh, I better read.
We'll bring him back in for the New Year's show like last year.
Oh, yeah, coming up, just a long-range schedule. We only got 3 shows left. Well, basically 4. Woohoo! We're going to take off the 23rd, a couple of days before Christmas, and hopefully we'll get over to the Shalom Center and have our little Christmas Toy Express togetherness. And then we will come back in the studio for our year in review on the 30th.
Kenosha Today Year in Review on the 30th.
You're going to be in the highlight film, Mr. Delabio.
Oh, looking forward to
it. You and D and Double D. Double D. I used to actually. No, I better not go there either. One chastise enough, and we got a few minutes left to go, and let's see if we can get through this. The Kenosha Today Nationwide to win the Secret Word Challenge, sponsored by Mike Bjorn's Clothing. You know, this downtown, just when you think that they're going to get done with this project, this gets worse and worse. And now this picture this week has all of these huge, are these cement containers that they're going to try to put in over these little grates on the streets, and they're going to try to plant trees. And again, I was only a C student in 1917, but you don't plant trees in flowers when it's below freezing. They ain't going to make it through the light of day.
You can when they're dormant. It's okay. Trees you can do. Yep.
Well, I think what's going to happen, they got all of these things still on pallets. Before they do that, why don't you just let them, they're just sitting there, just let them stay there until spring. And if they don't work, and because the merchants are saying that they're way too big and they're all going to end up What would you think? They're about 3 feet by 4 feet? I'd say they look about 3 feet by 4 feet.
3.5 by 3.5. They're square.
Okay. And I think that we could use it other parts of the town, but here we go, redoing over. We haven't finished the project. We're going to have to start this thing over.
I don't see how it works.
And, well, I'm telling you how it should work. Put me in charge.